petrifying. Nigga said he not an action figure fan, I know he lying. I'm throwing working punches, these niggas' teeth still flying. Most your favorite rappers never get rich, they die trying. The shit I say got rappers after me like Turbo Man. No niggas who heard of act low and never heard of turtle hands. I keep my fan base fed to avoid fair weather fans. I got niggas painting murals of me out in the Netherlands. Feel like I was born to be rich and rap, that's why the work never lack. Real shit, the bread got your bitch comfortable like the bodega cat. Whole 2025, me and Di was putting up crazy stats. Now niggas can save them fake hugs and daps. Oh yeah, I had better raps, higher highs and barely any lows. I'm Shane McMahon, copping WCW on Vince's nose. Work from New Year to New Year, watch my FICO grow. Act low, doing the pop smoke, dance on the tightrope. Nothing but wise investing, grinding and staying out the way the best thing. My women love Dilla and Doom and watch wrestling. I remember coming up, not having a thing. Pee-wee me, dreaming of low horses and P-wings. I got a shorty who can suck the crease out of a Jordan 1. I rhyme more like pun son. It's like God granted me an extra lung. Do whole projects in one take, you niggas punch drunk. Bars fucking these rappers up, this that luchador uptown funk. Feeling in the air, got niggas locking in, rocking different colored Timbs. I love ignorant shit, I need fat booty bitches and rims. Wipe my nut with the skims, gave her a playful nudge on the chin. I was getting head when Rosenberg gave me a fast life that spin. If niggas rocking your shit, I know they lacking in taste. Y'all the kind of niggas that say pussy doesn't have a face. You niggas be grubbing on mills without saying your grace. Success came and that inspired more shit for me to chase. They calling me Turbo Man.
Conductor.
I'm not talking about
Conductor.
Following people. I'm not talking about following your friend.
Hey yo, it don't take rocket science, see who flies. 15 gauge up close, left flying. How you look alive, put your insides dying. Spot in the sun, I watch your name visor. Cocaine whipping, yo, my dimes went diamond. Givenchy, 11 o'clock in the line. My man on suicide watch, cause he just came from court with an Elroy, you just realized it.
I'm not lying.
I'm the illest nigga ever, left the N5 running, hopped out with the shredder. Like, oh, you need to stop selling dope, I said never, didn't even hit the BT Awards, I was stretching.
I'm not talking about following people. I'm not talking about following your friend.
Hey yo, when Sheen could die to turn heel. Around the time Terrell snitched on me, took the deal. I was in New York, courtyard with the Wolves greased up. Me, DC, Blackstone at school, commissary line, seeing two COs on the roof. Remember every slave was made for a noose in the county. Had to trade my whole trade for the fruit. My shooter get out of line sometimes when he too. Don't gotta tell you twice. Who the motherfucker flying out of Dubai? Aaron big dials on the time and read the energy. Niggas get salt when you shining. Had your sandbox on me, pocket watch you trying to line you.
And finally,
I think we could be seeing. I think
Shane Strickland was not exactly expecting that one.
and finally,
what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people jump too much, put that in slow motion. You feel like an astronaut in the ball. Like you rolling down in the deep. When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people jump too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. Yeah, that's true. I believe in G.O.D. Don't believe it. She keep calling me dumb. I'ma play all for fun. Got me on mental. Let me give you the choice. Stencil falling out in a drought. No rain was pouring down. See that pain was all around. See my mood was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn. Flow was cool, but I still feel burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge. I'm every day like this purge. Let's just get this straight for a second. Even if I don't get paid for it, I'ma get it. play. Let me elevate, chasing the ring. Have you walking on the plane? Hold hands together, God, let me pray. I've been going right around, go that relay. Pass the baton, back to the ball. So within the pool, can't do them all.
Gentlemen, welcome to this match.
Shane Strickland was not exactly expecting that one. You know Isaiah Wolf has done his homework on Shane Strickland. It's tough to know if Shane Strickland has done the same. A man who's been around the past decade like Shane Strickland would normally do his homework, and we're going to see here, but Isaiah Wolf.
Oh, innovative offense here. Now he's targeting that leg.
Isaiah Wolf is someone that is going to change up his moveset to cater to who he's in the ring with. Just because you know what he does on one day, he might have a completely different repertoire the next. It's very, very hard to predict what Isaiah Wolf is going to bring.
That's a very good point. He has a very versatile moveset. He's not a one-trick pony, and he's very smart in the ring as well. He's calculated. He may seem arrogant at times, but as you can see, he's now targeting that leg, and he realizes that if a high flyer like Shane Strickland can't jump around the ring and do all of his tricks, what much offense does he really have?
A plane is no good if it can't take off, and if Shane Strickland cannot take off, Isaiah Wolf has infinitely increased his chances of victory.
This is Isaiah Wolf dissecting his opponent at this point. This is the best we've seen him at when he's doing this. He's acting smart. Now stomping away at Shane Strickland, who seems like a completely different competitor before a moment ago. Crowd showing their not much of appreciation for Wolf as they're trying to get Strickland back into this. Strickland back to his feet. Oh, hard strike. Isaiah Wolf right back. Trying to recover. Groggy. Strickland bouncing off the ropes. But wait a second. Wolf once again. He's got a hold. It's an abdominal stretch. Targeting the ribs. Wolf is wearing down his opponent now. Look at this. I've seen. I think they call. Is this the Brock Lock? It looks something like it.
It doesn't look exactly like
If you
it.
picked them up,
definitely a variant of it.
It looks a little bit like it. That's gotta hurt. Oh man. This is a perfect strategy by Wolf. Strickland does get to the bottom rope, but if Wolf continues to attack that knee, that's going to be a problem for Strickland. A very calculated approach by Wolf, taking his time with his strikes, with Strickland firing back. Strickland trying to get some offense back under his belt, but you can see he's nursing that knee.
Vicious forearm.
He's nursing that knee, though. Fired up Wolf with a hard shot. Showing that knee into the face. His head being crushed by that middle turnbuckle. Wolf is, it seems like Wolf is thinking two moves ahead of times, but a hard back. Look at that forearm elbow strike. Big kick to the head. Knocks Wolf back. Wolf charging at him. Strickland, you can see nursing that knee. He got caught up. He's caught up. Wolf's got him. He's got a hold of that leg again. Single leg Boston Crab.
And that's exactly what Wolf has been trying to do this entire contest. Slow him down, make it harder for him to leave his feet.
What's he doing here? Bring him up. Oh, no. Oh. Crushing that knee. Isaiah mocking Shane Strickland by yelling swerve. Going after that leg again is Isaiah Wolf. The crowd has been silenced. They're in shock right now that Wolf is taking down one of the best indie wrestlers around. He's got a hold of that ankle.
Isaiah Wolf has definitely got a mouthful for the Warrior Nation that's clearly been getting behind Strickland in this program.
Strickland was just moving around in pain, trying to do anything he can to kick Wolf off. It's going to be hard for him to get pressure on that knee, it looks like. Strickland's in a lot of trouble. Wolf smells blood. Here he comes with his strikes. Hard ones. These seem a little bit harder than before. It's like Strickland doesn't have any defense at this point, but there's some resistance, not making these Irish whip him. He still has some fight left in him. Trying for a third time. Oh, okay. He bluffed there. It was a little bluff, a little trick there, but you can see Strickland's in a lot of pain every move he does.
Strickland has got to start making a difference here in this one. So far, it's been mostly Isaiah Wolf.
Oh, this is very risky. With a bad leg on the top rope. Goes down and he missed it, landing right on his legs. That's going to really hurt. And quickly, Isaiah Wolf with a low kick.
Flipping Strickland straight out of his boots there.
He's got a hold of his leg again. Twisting around. Oh, man, look at this hold. Look at this hold, man. Will Strickland tap out? He could. This is a lot of pain. Wolf is holding on despite Strickland doing everything he can to break out of it. Spinning around. Has some sort of block.
Looks like a full Nelson from this view.
A little bit. Didn't get all of it, though. Wolf reversing out of it. Bring him up. Oh, knee to the head by Isaiah Wolf. Bouncing off the ropes. Clothesline sending Strickland flying. Here's the pin by Wolf. 1, 2, not enough. Strickland kicking out. Quickly though, Wolf spinning around and going for it. Looks like a leg bar of some sort.
Looks like he's applying the pressure to his mid.
He tapped.
Here's your winner, the result of a submission, Isaiah Wolf.
Isaiah Wolf has shocked the Warriors crowd with a victory over Shane.
And finally, he's accompanied in the ring by the wise brother, A.R. Jones. He represents Prolific to the fullest, fighting out of the Brownsville section of the Borough of Kings. This man is your reigning, defending Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, the American Gangster, Isaiah Wolf!
All right, fans, triple threat for the Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. Isaiah Wolf defending against Tiberius Asante and TJ Skies here. In order to win that title, Wolf has to be the one pinned. Being joined now by the brand new Pro Wrestling R Women's Champion, Ruthless Lala. You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm always ready for this. How you not feel? So good.
How you doing, Auntie?
For you to join us, it took you long enough.
Yeah, I know. Traffic.
She said, "Who gonna pin me first?"
Wolf is our defending champion here. In order for this title to change hands, he has to be the one pinned.
Yo, Ref, do your job. Get him back. He's on the ropes, brother. Oh. Oh.
Hard shot from the
What
back.
you gonna do, Evil Tommy? Oh.
Taking over here in the corner. Hard shot to the face.
I can't stand Tiberius Asante. He smells of Egyptian musk, and he's bald-headed as hell.
He is bald. Oh, hard shot from Wolf there. Oh, what a headbutt there. Tiberius.
And he got a bald head.
Yeah, so that really hurts.
Uh-oh, there you go. Oh!
Ribs there from Wolf.
Oh!
Stop there.
I like to call that sit your ass down.
Oh,
And he gave him a knee. Hey! And that's how you know we besties.
Yep.
Yes,
So you can
sir!
too. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. Uh-oh.
Into the corner. Oops. Just ran through that. Closer. Oh, what a shot. Elbow there. Oh, Black Hole Slam there. Cover. There's a kick out. And a breakup.
Hey, don't TJ Sykes look like a modern day Mighty Morphin Power Ranger?
I see the
Every
resemblance.
time I see him, I want to say, it's more for time.
Yeah, I see the resemblance. Oh, shots to the wrist there.
You know, it's big meaty men slapping the meat.
There you go. There's a reversal.
Oh, and he holds on to the ropes. He baited Tiberius.
Tiberius to the floor here.
And then here come Isaiah.
Wolf from behind here. Oh, blocks the knee.
Oh!
From Tiberius. Caved in the chest of Isaiah Wolf.
Don't you let that bald-headed bitch beat you like that.
Oh, what a
TJ Sykes. I guess we're going to call that it's morphin' time.
It's morphin' time. There we go. There's a cover. Woo.
He barely escaped by the hair of his chinny chin. But I believe that's the thing that makes it even great about it being a triple threat.
Definitely. Wait a minute. Wolf going up to the top here. Both men on the floor. His opponents are down below. Oh, takes out both of his opponents here. Right in front of
I'm
us.
just glad that they didn't take out the roof because that'd be more money than what we have to pay.
Yeah, I get it. No extra expenses. Referee's gonna have to check on both men out here. Referee checking on both competitors that's on the floor. Wolf in the ring. You mentioned earlier in your match, Sammy Chaos unable to be here, but you were able to do it.
Oh yeah, you know.
You beat Rush Hour by yourself?
I did. I beat Rush Hour quicker than I would to get on the FDR.
That is true. Oh man, they surrounded the ring here. Wolf might be in trouble here.
I'm not worried. There's a reason why Wolf is the World Heavyweight Champion for over 1,000 days. Oh, fuck!
Another hard shot there from Wolf.
Jesus.
Tiberius cuts him off here. Maybe a back suplex. TJ, Blue Thunderbomb here.
Oh, in the face!
Wait, Tiberius taking over here.
No,
Cover. Crowd's trying to get behind it here. TJ by the throat. Oh, now he has both men by the throat here.
Don't you let Eva Tommy do that to you!
TJ and Isaiah working together briefly. Look into the corner. Maybe a monkey flip here. Look at that water scissor! Oh! Eats a boom. There's a cover here. TJ not allowing that cover to stand.
At all.
All three men are hungry here. It's for the Pro Wrestling R World Heavyweight Championship.
I mean, technically, two is hungry because one is already set the table. You feel me? Somebody is just trying to dethrone the head of the table, which that's not going to be today, not tomorrow, not anytime soon, buddy. Okay, my buddy.
We're getting some motivation from the Wise brother. Wait a minute. Hard shots there.
Yo. Pop and leave you split in the front the doctor. Disappear off the doctor, throw the towel in. Rap shit, put my 20,000 albums in care. Wolves howl at the moon. Put it in my bones, about to win. Hollow semi-auto win the bench. Still playing on the bench, I play pretend. He thought shit was sweet till the box cutter gave him a grin for life. Show you the difference between men and mice. Never been a timid type. Send a kite to my lordy, keep your head in them books. Let me cuss. Degenerate, intelligent crooks. Kept the hook from the jump. Competitors shook and they should be. Soon to be in history books. Don't get your inventory took, pussy look. Constant quality got the customers hooked. Misunderstood, I don't need to explain. My catalog costs the key you can. Creator keep me sane, genius. When I die, scientists gon' probably keep my brain in the jaw just to study it. Leave my bitch pussy swollen like my money clip. The fucking people gotta really fuck with on some funny shit. Faker than dummy brick. W work right because you got me your shit. I'm all set with it. Gotta be an A to better, only fuck with the best bitches. Hit all my ops, slept with the dishes. Jubilant necklace, cushion, chef in the kitchen. Break bread with band like nepotism.
Bread over the head, over.
Like a queen. God do it. Our Pro Wrestling R World Heavyweight Champion. What a contest there.
Very contest.
Yo. Pop, leave you bleeding in front of the doctor. Disappear off the doctor, throw the towel in. Rap shit, put my 20,000 hours in, kid. Wolves howl at the moon. Put it in my bones, about to win. Hollow semi-auto in the bench. Still paint on the bench, I play pretend. He thought shit was sweet till the box cutter gave him a grin for life. Show you the difference between men and mice. Never been a timid type. Send a kite to my lordy, keep your head in them books. Let me cuss. Degenerate, intelligent crooks. Kept the hood from the jump. Competitors shook and they should be. Soon to be in history books. Don't get your inventory took, pussy look. Constant quality got the customers hooked. It's understood, I don't need to explain. My catalog costs the key you came. Create and keep me sane, genius. When I die, scientists gon' probably keep my brain in the jar just to study it. Leave my bitch pussy swollen like my money clip. Y'all fuck with people y'all don't really fuck with on some funny shit. Faker than dummy brick. W1 right because she ugly as shit. I'm all set with it. Gotta be an A to better, only fuck with the best bitches. But all my ops slept with the dishes. Cuban link, necklace, cushion, chef in the kitchen. Break bread with fam like nepotism.
Break bread over here though. You know, job doing.
Y'all ain't fucking with the kid. Not at all.
Never in your life.
It's not at all. Y'all ain't fucking with the kid though.
Not at all.
Y'all ain't fucking with the kid though. Money counting like Monte Cristo.
Count it up.
Hey yo, the fish scan Crisco.
Come on.
Put you on a chopping block, guillotine. You gon' need the hill factor from Wolverine. Fucking with my killer team. Uppercut to the gut, make you spill the beans. If you want beef, then I'm the liver king. Chauffeurs and limousines, my lifestyle. My style is obliterate like Exodia. Leave you with a phobia. My name got stained as far as Cambodia. Who let the rabbit out the hat? Me. I'm a magician when it comes to this rap. They pay a fat fee. This game I'm giving is not free. Barbershop talk say I'm creeping in a top 3. I release from the top of the key. It's all net, they talking on the net as I complete my next set. Write a check, your ass can't cash, you breaking up debt. Once I put belt to ass, I'm like, who up next? Before I be pulling off upsets, then I ride off in the sunset. I'm stepping fresh out the hyperbolic time chamber. Rhyme danger when I leave the studio, the odor lingers. The force is strong with this one, I can't go wrong with this one. Watch the flowers bloom, walking through typhoons. Inside my power looms, putting stones on rappers' tombs. Rap till I'm a bag of bones, dumb guy hold the throne. Get 'em in, get 'em going, this shit is muscle memory. I cannot miss a beat, just add another victory to my winning streak. Been elite, getting stronger while they been asleep. You won't stand up to these blows if your chin is weak. Newsflash, I'm like the 10th wonder. Today's forecast will be mostly dump with light thunder. Catch you like a thief in the night and put my knife on you. You never ran into a swordsman this fast, and before he can set his stance, I chopped him right in half. Don't ever step up in the Shogun's temple with your weak mental. You draw a blade like pencil.
flooded influenza, icy emblems, fly innuendos, hunnikins and intelligence like ATMs. Eminent glory, 3 ways on the beach like Kelly's life. However, I want it black like bellies, the lag Mike Molly, Albert Hoffman sheets. Bumps like Boston streets, money made while I sleep. Better tomorrow's better all on 2-3. Throttle pop, Suzuki, cobble glass, love, lottery ball, final level balls, planets in orbit. Fela Kuti wives, kitchen knives, the Soviet disguise dog. Discography could deep dive, keep the stove hot, grand slam, bikini, home runs, gold clock. Do more than double up dough, got more hustles than New York got bus stop. Newport box, truck, Porsche, upscale resorts, know how we rock. Of course, the trap spot still jumping like Isaiah Rivera, red gear wearer. Need every pair of game of death mirror. Truth, she can draw it up clearer. It's our error, trying to count up so much money by hand, make me terror.
Hey yo, cine del aparato. Cut the brick with my ninjato. Case throws a knack man, the captain or the capo. We full guapo. Hear the cash gold chain. Part of the thing we still so vato. Muy barato. Hang Glock to the trap in a fraction of a second. Double decking. Martial artists catch me up in second. Win the tournament, send permanent. Kin murderers cursing the city. This cash love a weapon slum section. Straight survivor. God not a mystery, make no idol. Gold in my grin as I face my rivals. Only type of wave that we make title. God our stories written inside of ancient Bibles. Divine nature, tribal chief headdresses and crowns make examples. You might get found dead messing around. Nighttime colors on, stomping through your sections and towns. We ain't got an ounce of respect for you clowns. Lot of money to get if you down. Lots of risk, personal data list get found on a floppy disk. Cops watch us pitch, can't figure a shot, ain't got the gist. Pulling us over, eager to stop the fridge. $100,000 Rocky Ridge. Presidential politics, I'm a populist. Money like a Jewish lobbyist. Obelisk. Catching plays like carts and fish, then disappearing into the dark abyss. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, pulling strings like a guitar, son. Shit sound beautiful, man. I'm feeling like Revival right now, y'all. Oh yeah. Y el dolor. Que un día de mí se fue. Hoy volvió. Y yo no lo acepté.
And finally,
what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people jump too much, feel like an astronaut in the boat. Like you rolling down in the deep. When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people jump too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. Yeah, that's true. I believe in G.O.D. Don't believe it. She keep calling me dumb. I'ma play all for fun. Gotta make all mental. Let me give you the control extensive. Falling out in a drought. No flow rain was pouring out. See that rain was all around. See my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn. Flow was cool, but I still feel burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge. I'm every day like this purge. Let's just get this straight for a second. Even if I don't get paid for the pressure, I'ma get everything that I do is electric. I'ma keep it in motion, keep it moving like an electric. Put it in a frame, but I know I don't blame everything that I say. Man, I seen you deflate. Let me elevate, chasing the brain. Have you walking on the plane? Hold hands together, God, let me pray. I've been going right around, go that relay. Pass the baton, back to the mall, swimming in the pool, can't do them all.
gentlemen, welcome to this main event to be contested for the Pro Wrestling R Heavyweight. I stand corrected, Mr. Wolf. This bout to be contested for the Pro Wrestling R World Heavyweight Championship. This triple threat is scheduled for one fall, but let me remind you, in order to leave with that belt, Isaiah Wolf himself
get out what you put in, a wise man said. Stuff the pump in the leg for aiming at heads. Silver bullets in my revolver like I'm hunting undead. Pop you like meds when I manifest dread from dumping the lead. I'm stepping like Sasquatch. You just continue to play the mascot. I'm rich, but I represent the have-nots. I drop a tab on the finest apparel. Brand new Glock to match my Camaro. Stay sharp as an arrow. More gold than King Tut's grave. The Dump Chronicle, I'm on the front page. Should be methodical how I lust pay. When I was in school, I had about 50 lunch numbers.
Say what up.
Get out what you put in, a wise man said. Stuff the pump in the leg for aiming at heads. Silver bullets in my revolver like I'm hunting undead. Pop you like meds when I manifest dread from dumping the lead. I'm stepping like Sasquatch. You just continue to play the mascot. I'm rich, but I represent the have-nots. I drop a tab on the finest apparel. Brand new Glock to match my Camaro. Stay sharp as an arrow. More gold than King Tut's grave. Dump Chronicle.
Brownsville, East New York, Canarsie.
Be methodical how I lust pay. When I was in school, I had about 50 lunch numbers. Can't take shit away from us. The dump is upon us. Raph Simmons with the black linens. Cuban link on with the fat pendant. Rappers get executed by the Black Menace. Send you to hell, give you a max sentence. My heart's frigid, my clips extended with guns long as a midget. I don't believe I have limits. Stack mass digits. I ain't forgive nor did I forget it. Flow be ass city. I'm gunslinging like Dante from Devil May Cry. A devil may die. With the rhyme, I'm a heavyweight guy. I got the supply, cut the string of fabric that holds your life together. I'm packing so much heat, you won't like the weather.
I'm on Fahim Locker Room League, the Blueprint Edition. Hope everybody's staying warm. Everybody, thanks for joining last night. But we're here for one reason only. My brother, the American gangster, Isaiah Wolf, the leader of Prolific. Over 1,000 days. The Pro Wrestling R world champion. How you doing, brother? Appreciate you for joining this afternoon, man.
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. Just everything good so far, man. Just a lot of big opportunities and big plans on the horizon and stuff like that. So just keeping myself ready and keeping myself focused.
Yeah, man, and I see it in you. I see the focus on you right now, man. I just definitely want to congratulate you. I want to acknowledge you. You dig what I'm saying? You've been through like 3 iterations of that title that you're currently holding. You dig what I'm saying? And you've been walking it, you've been talking it, man. My favorite journeyman right now on the East Coast, Isaiah Wolf. Everybody, if you're not familiar, this is the second time I'm talking to this gentleman. I hope he was able to join for the first time about a year and a half ago. And yeah, man, we got some stuff to catch up on, man. I'm very proud of you, man. I definitely, man, we got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it, man. So, real quick, just to get everybody reacquainted, just reintroduce yourself and tell us what you got going on right now. Tell us a little bit about that title you hold.
Oh man, I am the American gangster, Isaiah Wolf. Yes, leader of Prolific. In your current reigning and defending for almost 4 years now, your Pro Wrestling R World Heavyweight Champ. But I do have another thing of singles gold. And the last time I was here, I didn't get to debut that because I didn't win it yet. But I am your NYWC Fusion Champ. So right now, like over a year, I done carried this for 4 years, and I've carried just about five different belts in that time span. Pro Wrestling Magic, Tag Team, Dark Arts, NYWC, Fusion, Tag Team Champ. Oh man, I'm just about like five different titles in almost a year. It's been, business has picked up and things have definitely changed for the better and stuff like that. So I guess I'm on everyone's radar right now.
Yeah, man. And I mean, based on you being on that radar, I'm sure it's not your first time being on that radar. You dig what I'm saying? You're a veteran, you're a world champion at this point. I've been saying some inklings lately. You know what I mean? I definitely went back into the crate and watched a few matches. And a lot of folks, you know what I mean? A lot of folks that's on certain stages right now aren't a stranger to you at all. But talk to me a little bit about what's going on at the R right now, man. I know we got a show coming up in March.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, man. Yo, March 14th, the Blueprint. This is the first time that we've actually moved from South Jersey close to Philly, and now we're actually making our way to my backyard. We're moving closer and closer to New York, but we're gonna pretty much trying to keep the connection between South Philly, South Jersey, and New York, keeping it running and stuff like that. We're heading in a new direction, new vision, and I feel like March 14th is pretty much a statement show. Like, yo, to be quite honest, got tired of waiting for opportunities, and some things you just gotta take it upon yourself. Right now, I'm in a very high profile match with a talent that is on the rise and pretty much has like the world bound down to his feet. And Ryan, well, let me phrase that in fancy, Ryan Clancy, but you know, for the all the hype, and he can back it up. There's a reason why, like, I'm pretty much the mayor of the underground wrestling in New York City, and I'm pretty much gonna showcase that March 14th. Like this, you don't hold. I'm just like be that as it may, we might not be the loudest company, but when you come to Pro Wrestling R, you better have your work boots on, because you know, anytime you step in the ring against me, man, that's your ass.
Absolutely, yes, sir. So, one question I got for you, man, when it comes to Fancy Ryan Clancy, is this a test for you in this match, or is it a test for him?
Honestly, it's a test for both of us. I'm not gonna knock him. I'm just like, yo, I'll be straight up. I studied this kid. I've studied a lot of my opponents when it comes to anything high profile. I'm gonna watch to see what you do. I'm gonna see your strengths. I'm gonna see your weaknesses. I'm going to have a counter for anything that's brought to my attention. Now, Ryan Clancy may display old school wrestling or whatnot, but he definitely has new school tricks up his sleeves, and that's no different from what I am. Like, yeah, my fundamentals is A1, my ground game is day one, and anybody really messing with me. Like, there's a reason why those cats that, you know, he's wrestled with in the New England area are ducking me. But now they got to face the music, and Isaiah Wolf is the orchestrator of that.
Absolutely. One person that has come up on this program with a few people, subjects, I had the opportunity to talk to, and I don't think we've necessarily talked about this person yet. I don't know how much this person is on your mind, or vice versa. But when I think about the New England scene, when I think about, you know, certain titles, you dig what I'm saying? You're definitely the, you know, the godfather of the underground for sure. But when I think about somebody like Darius Lockhart, and knowing the fact that, you know, you pinned him not too long ago, do you
mean Carter?
Pardon me.
Carter? Oh yeah, yeah. Real shit. Like,
pardon me.
Carter. I got nothing but respect for Carter, and Darius Carter knows that. Yeah. And me and this man have had a 10-year history, because when he was like, when people were singing his praises or talking about him, and he was the buzz of the Northeast and stuff like that, I was just breaking in. So when I was in 2015, Carter was doing those Beyond tapings, and all of a sudden his name out there, and all of a sudden people were like murmuring about him and stuff like that. And I was just like, I saw his first match, and it was for the Words of Wrestling No Limits title, a belt that I once held at one time, well, twice. I remember looking at not just the belt, like, yeah, that's the belt, I'm gonna get that belt. Like, that's the time I'm gonna get. That's my first single shot, and it was. But then I was like, yo, then I was like, I don't know when, but I'm gonna wrestle that cat, and I'm gonna be in the ring with this dude, and I'm gonna showcase that I am just as good, if not better, or I can hang with them. And you know, I've had my rookie match against him. I ain't win. I had my sophomore match against him. Came to a little halt, trios, and like, I feel like as I started to find my groove and find my niche and find what works for me and stuff like that, then the confidence and my abilities to just pretty much, just bang with anybody started to showcase. And Carter was one of them. He was one of those, I guess, I need to get a win over. And it's not even done. Me and the Carter chapter is far from over.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's why I was opening that question up, and I stand corrected, definitely, pardon me. Carter. And even when he was up here, we had a particular conversation. That was the very first episode of the Locker Room League, the very first in-ring talent that I had. But the reason why I bring him up is because, again, I'm thinking about can that block be spun around again, and what potentially could be the stakes if y'all two was to link back up. Because essentially, I think that right now that you all are at particular points in your career, you're both veterans, you both are doing your thing within particular companies. So it would just be good, I think, with a lot of people and a lot of people in the community to, spin that block with y'all.
I'm like, yeah, like the me and Carter, like I said, the me and Carter, chapter it ain't going nowhere. I'm like that book is gonna forever be open as long as we're both in the in a part of the indies, and hopefully on a main roster thing, it's still not gonna be over. But it's a mutual respect. But he now busts his ass in the ring with me, and I expect the same thing. I could confidently say this now. It's like it's intriguing because where he was when I first began is now where I am now where he was at, in a sense. Like now it's like cats are looking up to me and stuff like that, and just like, oh, people want to knock on my door and be like, I want to challenge you and stuff. And it's like, oh damn, like the positioning has changed. Like he still stays on his and whatnot, but I'm starting to creep up onto mines, and it's just like, damn. Like 10 years has changed, and now I become that dude.
Yeah, absolutely. I think your influence is definitely evident. I mean, even like right now at the time that we're in, I think that even like watching the last few shows like Squabble Up and things like that, like I really starting to see a certain pro wrestling art and prolific is now like synonymous. You dig what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
And nah, it's just it's a lot of hard work. Like pretty much I'm the first one up, last one to sleep. So there's like constant trying to get this machine to move, if not just for the crew, but just for myself at the same time. Like if I'm not competing with what my team is doing, I got to compete with what I did the following year or what I did last week. I got to make sure that, like, for me, it's like I got to make sure that when it's time, I'm always gonna be ready. Preparation always guarantees success.
Absolutely.
Like so, like when my team is ready, we're gonna be guaranteed success. I'm just like, everyone, like, I sacrifice things. I sacrifice the important things to make sure that I'm in first place.
No, real right. Shout out to the whole team, man. One person that I really and I think that I really want to make my way to be able to talk to her pretty soon, and we'll probably work those things out. But I just want to shout out Ruthless Lala, man. What an amazing match.
Yeah, man.
Matches she always has, right?
But yeah. Nah, like I feel like I feel like what makes Prolific so special and why people kind of gravitate towards Prolific is because there's a lot of hidden gems in this crew. Myself, La, Marcus, Tyree, and though people like are aware of us, it's just the fact that like no one's ever handed us this spotlight. We're going to take it, like, and put it like we're gonna like, this is what's top. This is this is it. This is what y'all been sleeping on, whether you like to admit it or not. Like, so our time is here. And Lala is I would say a benchmark of that. Tyree, definitely, because like I feel like all of us have been like a divide and conquer, and then when we're all together, it's like it's like the freaking Power Rangers, the Avengers, man. Like shit, you can't really up with them when they all together. It's like, or individually. Like Ty being in the New England area and holding it down, myself just doing what I'm doing like on the East Coast, West Coast, and on international borders. It's just a lot, and it's good to see a plan and whatnot and structure come together. And then Marcus has pretty much been creeping in the shadows, but when his time comes, people are gonna be shocked at the work he can put in. And then I got my wise brother, he's just holding it down behind the scenes on the days where I'm just like, I just wake up 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, yo, this is what I'm thinking. Yeah,
Right.
remember that, and then we go from there.
Yeah, man, I just really just fuck with a lot of what y'all have going on. I might even try to order a flag off you pretty soon, man. I might need one of them flags myself. You dig what I'm saying? But no, shout out to the whole team, man. Shout out Ty, shout out Lala, man. Like, what an amazing match that Lala had with Jada at Squabble Up. And that's the thing, man. I think that a lot, we're seeing a lot of young talent today, but like, I feel like a lot of these young cats, they got to go through people like y'all, man. Real quick, what was it like? And again, pardon me, because I really should have been there. I was dog sick. What was it like debuting at 2300 down South Philly, man? How did that feel? You world travel, you dig what I'm saying? And
man, I would say it was like a feather in my cap, to be quite honest, man, because I was going to 2300 and just doing background. To be quite honest, I was just I was doing like personal assistant work for some of the directors for MLW. Like I was doing the grunt work, the stuff that I guess the intern stuff and paying my dues. I was getting the coffees. I was holding the cameras. They're like being the extras and doing all this stuff with MLW and then TNA and then NWA and then all these other promotions and stuff like that. And they were just like, yo, fam. I was like, yo, y'all see me.
Yeah.
Y'all see my face. Y'all know what I do. Y'all are aware of who I am. I just want a shot to showcase that here. And then I could put on a display. I could showcase myself. And then it was just like the opportunity presented itself. And luckily, somebody saw me or just knew of my work from previous. I shot his name out. Ryan, you. I'm like, yo, my man's, Ryan, and Pain Coast Production. I'm like, yo, y'all was with me during my stages at CZW, and y'all saw the work that I put in as a singles guy, and then y'all, I would say that was one of those sayings of someone speaking, great of you in front of the right people, and they did that. And Battleground Wrestling, Battleground Championship Wrestling hit me up and was like, yeah, man, I heard. Got some good references. We have 2300 Arena, and we kind of took it from there. And I was like, I can't really pass up on this opportunity. And first introduction to the match, I was in the 6-man. Got to wrestle Blackout, which was kind of cool for me because I've wrestled Black G's before. Then I wrestled Ruckus and guys I've watched over the time, and then do my thing against him, and then have the crowd, a Philly crowd. Don't even know who the fuck I am. Just chant my name. Just like, Wolf, Wolf, Wolf. And it was like, all right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Don't smile. Do not smile. Because I teamed up with Crowbar. And I'll be real with you. I was teaming up with Crowbar and Fake, and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. In regards, are we bad guys? We good guys? I'm just like, yeah. Fuck it. Don't smile too much. Right. Like, don't show the inner. Don't show yourselves, eh? But yeah, it was dope. And then I got to do it again, and this time in a triple threat against VSK and then Fakade again, and it was like pulled out the dub, and it was just more the lines of wow, like this is. It was like, damn, you work hard. Like I don't really get to enjoy certain moments because I'm always go. But as I reflect, I'm just like, damn, that was really cool, man. That was really cool. Yeah. Like I had to take a picture with the ECW thing and whatnot, even though I ain't post it. Because even then I'm like I posted eventually. I was showing love to I was showing love to Rich Swan because it was his birthday and stuff like that. And he was like, him and Lala was really forcing me to take a picture with the thing. I was like, everyone, that's kind of corny. Everyone does this and whatnot. Like the show you was here. I was like, oh, that ain't my thing. I'm like, yo, if everyone does something, I'm like, that's not something I'm gonna do. But he was like, yo, you earned this. Like you Like, you're not an extra, you're not a helping hand. Like, yo, you're a talent that wrestled here and show that you belong here. So take this goddamn picture, and I did.
We can go in the
I was like,
archives.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
But it definitely, it was definitely a nice little milestone for me and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I went from being an extra to being a fucking star at 2300.
Right in the fucking bingo hall, man. Everybody, thanks for joining, man. This is the Blueprint Edition with our brother, the American Gangster, Isaiah Wolf. Like, share, and subscribe to your heart's content, y'all. Real quick, man. So one thing about what you said about the Philly crowd, I think that it's not too much of a challenge, right? And you said the thing, you wasn't trying not to smile too much, but I don't think it's that big of a chore for a Philadelphia crowd, especially in that building, to get behind somebody like you. Because everyone has been through there, right? But when we looking at certain points in time in history where we are now, it's like, there's no longer an ECW. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, there's, different things moving and shaking in that building from time to time. There's now boxing that's taking place in that building, and it always did, but it's just now on, I guess, a bit more a respectable level based on the promotions that's in there, mostly locals and things like that. But you might remind cats of like certain people that passed through there and things like that. Certain things like seem familiar. So I don't think that would be lost upon them to get behind somebody like you. You know what I mean? In that situation,
it's different because me wrestling in Philly and then me also being from New York. It was like, oh man, them goddamn Giant fans. I was like, yeah. I was like, but it was more the lines. I'm like, yo, I'm vaguely new. They weren't aware of me. It was like, but I guess BDE definitely showcased again, and they got behind it, and it was just more the lines of just like, yo, man, as long as they have a reaction, then I know I'm doing my job.
Right.
And as long as I'm like, yo, I can control. I have the ability to control this audience, and they're not gonna mess with me with the first 30 seconds. Then you let me work my match and let me show you what I can do. And it's like, all right, but and I feel like that's a lot of the things that I feel like that's a lot of the things that people don't really get to see as much.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, this person can't control a crowd. It's like, yes,
right.
It's having the ability to control a new audience for the first time of them seeing you. That lets you know if a person is really good at what they're doing, as opposed to just performing in front of the same crowd.
Yes.
Every goddamn week.
Yeah.
Because now they're just used to you.
Right.
So like having an opportunity to like amaze someone that doesn't know who you are, then it's like, oh snap. I'm a fan of his.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, based on all of that, right? And we could talk about, like I said, you've been everywhere, but talk about CZW. We could talk about, I guess, Battle Club Pro a little bit. We could talk about NYWC. We could talk about Wrestling Magic. But given this new particular situation that's kind of been forming for you at Pro Wrestling R, and you said at the beginning of the stream, like business is picking up, things is picking up. Do you feel more challenged now, more so in your career than you did before? Like, is it much more of a challenge now to like, not for nothing, not to say that you're carrying the card, but you're headlining. You dig what I'm saying? How does this situation on March 14th different from like the other like bigger matches in your career before abilities at Pro Wrestling R?
To be honest, like there's a lot of pressure because this is our first time debuting outside of where we're at before, and Ridgefield has held so many events there and so many different like promotions that that has had that budget to like spend like thousands of dollars on these top signed AEW names and indie names and all this other stuff. And that's cool right now. And I feel like eventually Pro Wrestling R will get there and whatnot. But it's also more of the lines of we're doing something like a grassroots. It's some of the guys have been there since day one, myself being one of them.
Yeah.
And then it's like, to carry it, it's something that if I couldn't do it, I wouldn't put myself in that position. And to be honest, I like that positioning. I'm like, my back is against the wall, like all the time when it comes to the defending this title, but now my back is against the wall because we need to get over this hump and make people realize that like, yo, this is not the same old shit that we were doing before when no one knew we fucking existed. Now we're here. I'm like, and I always hear this a lot. And I always hear a lot of like vets or just like not even just in wrestling, but like in basketball and football and whatnot. If sometimes you gotta gatekeep for motherfuckers to pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm just like, yo, this show gives me the opportunity, or will allow me to give me the opportunity to gatekeep and show that, yo, New York is here. It was like, and I'm at the forefront of New York. If I got to put this on my back and let people know that, yo, man, I was like, yeah, there's a reason why we are at the centerpiece of sports and entertainment.
Yeah.
And eventually that leads into more tri-state opportunities with the cats in South Jersey, with people in Philly, and then branching out to New England. And if I could be at the centerpiece and the reason why that's happening, then I'm going to do that, 100%.
Absolutely.
So in regards to like me being at the centerpiece, I'm like, yo, I welcome it. I was just like, I call this like, this is like my inner Mamba competition and stuff like that. But I'm all for it. I wouldn't want to be in no other situation other than that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think everything that you're even saying right now, I mean, it only would come from a person that was on the first card. You dig what I'm saying? And how important is it that you were on the first show and now that you are at this moment?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Only different, and I say that confidently only because of the fact I'm like, I remember when I told the promoter and the owner when they first was bringing me on, and he was bringing me on, I was like, yo, bro, and I said this to him, I'm like, I am going to stand out. Point blank is simple. I'm just like, I don't know who's on this card. I don't really care. Just tell me the date and where it's gonna be at, and I'm just gonna showcase. And I did. I was like, yo, I made sure that I gave them something different. I made sure that what I was delivering was different. I made sure that I was gonna have the best matches against anybody, like no matter what positioning I was in the card, where I was going to. It's just like, I knew if I have to be a part of a startup or something from the ground up, then I got to be a pillar because that is just who I am. I'm a workhorse, but I'm also a cornerstone. And a franchise player or franchise tag or the face, I'm like I refuse to be mid-level. Don't get me wrong. This can be considered a mid-level title, but when I'm holding this is the only thing at that promotion that means something. This I hold because I am the top dude. So, but anything I hold means something because I'm the one holding it. But yeah, just from then till now, it's just more of the dedication and determination of me just trying to prove that I am number one.
Yeah.
And then with the lineup that we have on that show that we're going to be displaying relatively leading for weeks to come, it's a lot. It's a lot of competition, and I love it. It's like there's a lot of different matchups and styles and what's going on, and then I have to pretty much Ric Flair that and just have the ability to put on a main event and give them something different after they're seeing just about everything before that. So
absolutely. No, and I love that. I love that so much, man, because when I, spoke to you the first time, there was definitely a dedication to oneself. You know who you are, you know where your skills are. And we definitely talked a little bit about the team. I definitely am hearing insisting the dedication to the team in and of itself, but a conversation that's been coming up recently, and I think that it's really important that we kind of touch on this tonight, being who you are, where you've been, the countless, hours, the 10,000 bumps you've taken, all of that. I kind of got to preface. I kind of preface a lot of statements on this program and on BGW in general, where I say we're currently in a time where, or we're currently in a time like when, you know. So we're definitely currently in a time where, when, in which pro wrestling is kind of becoming like professional sports.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, not only do you've always going to have this, right? Your fans and your, you know, super duper like fanatics of like particular acts that's, you know, signed to major companies and things like that, you know, the legacy names, the whole nine. But we also have long, at this point, almost a decade long standing kind of like, and it's interesting. You just mentioned something about the Giants, you know what I mean? Me being from Philly, you know where I am with that conversation. However, shout out to my boy Julio too, man. But where I am with all of this is that there's a lot of conversations that tend to lean more towards that tribal, more tribalist type conversations on like what wrestling companies are better to watch, or, you know, the moral responsibility among us as fans to support certain acts or certain companies, or to sometimes withdraw support from certain acts depending on where they at in their careers, legacy wise, excuse me, if they've made certain statements in the media, blah, blah, blah. But one thing that's not lost upon me when it comes to you is just your dedication to independent wrestling.
Yeah.
And sort of like certain notions around, and even certain things that have taken place in the past, to where, like, you know, maybe a certain part of the indies might have been acquired, right? And I'm sure that we kind of have particular names that's probably standing out right now, right? Whether that's here domestically or like across the pond somewhere. And, you know, people started to have conversations about like how the indies are dying. And I mean, even me sitting here saying that, I feel like I even hate fixing my mouth and making the quote. Because even last night, I had the opportunity to attend the Power Pro Lucha show that took place at Arlen Specter Squash Center on the campus of Drexel University. You know, some of your contemporaries were there. You know what I mean? That I had the opportunity to see Andy Brown, Cheeseburger. You know what I mean? And so when I'm looking at these guys, when I'm looking at yourself, there's a pure dedication to independent wrestling. Do you ever see independent wrestling drying up? And I know you probably have a particular answer to that question, but the reason why I ask it is because I know when it comes to people like you, like there's always going to be a purpose to keep pushing and just keep going. So like when you hear conversations such as that, how do you feel? And what overall is like your mission when it comes to independent wrestling? Not just your own career, but just in general.
I'm just like, in regards to the indies ain't going nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, the indies is not going nowhere. It's just, I feel like at this current moment, like wrestling needs the indies a lot more than ever, mainly because of the fact that I'm like, yo, back in the day, like $100 got you front row seats at a WWE event. I'm not even trying to knock WWE. I'm like, yo, regardless, they are a $1 billion franchise, and they're McDonald's, bro. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just like, right now, yo, they are printing out dollar bills, and that's great for them and stuff like that. But I'm like, the indies right now, I'm like, yo, I feel like it's a core center, because all your top guys that people talk about and boast about and you know, that's always like they're chanting, were indie guys.
Yes.
I'm just like, yo, AEW is pretty much the launching point of your indie guys making it big in a sense. And then WWE, I would say during like after the Ruthless Aggression era, and I don't even want to say PG, because yo, like they weren't really, I wouldn't even say they were PG. I would just say they were just a little bit monitorized, you know, in regards to their character.
Yeah.
All your indie guys were there. Like your Punk, indie guy. Your Rollins, indie guy. Like it was like everyone, like your Owens, indie. Sami Zayn, indie. I was like, yes, Cesaro, indie. I'm like, these guys were the guys that you would see wrestle in a jam-packed high school gymnasium, or or Knights of Columbus, you know, VFW Hall and stuff like that. So I'm just like, you cut your teeth and you cut your teeth and you find your craft in the indies, and then you travel the world to figure it out and become world versed at it. Like for me, like I never wanted to truly just like do the indies for a little bit of period of time and then just go to the main roster or get called up. I wanted to at least hone my craft, go the AJ route, and just like, you know, showcase myself around the world, show that I can hang with the top competition on a global system.
Yeah.
So when it's time for me to ever move up and all of a sudden, you know, give myself a bigger platform where all of a sudden I can get back to where I started from, then all of a sudden, like, yo, I have that opportunity. Like I wanted to be a journeyman before I got to be a superstar. But what kind of worked out for me was, you know, me being a journeyman kind of made me a superstar. And that self-made mentality, as well as that self-made, you know, attribute, makes it easy for me to transition to that big time when that time comes. Like I said earlier before, it's just about the preparation will always keep me ready for when the opportunity comes my way. And for those that are top guys in the indies or showcasing themselves in the indies, that allows them that same cachet for when they get called into a new system. All they have to do is learn how to adapt. That's why I feel like the indies is the bread and butter and essential to pro wrestling, because you're always going to need a farm system, even if it's not a farm system. Like you got to practice somewhere, or like, and you have to learn how to practice. You have to learn how to do different things. Like there's always one. Like when you get to NXT, there's one way. In a sense, but when you're here, you can find out what doesn't work. It's just like doing comedy. You figure out a bit, and you figure out what works and what sticks. And all of a sudden, like that might not work here, but it can work there. But you need to learn how to incorporate that setup or that joke to that audience. And it's the same thing. And it's the same thing with the indies. Some of the stuff I do in New York or I do in the Tri-State of New England might not rock over in down south. Or might not be might get the same reaction on the West Coast, but when I flip the things that don't work here over there, it's the greatest shit since sliced bread. Yeah,
correct.
But I also realized, the indies is pretty much the only place and the only forum where all of a sudden you can actually have a great interaction with the person that you'll eventually get to see on television. Like it ain't much but like 6 feet from me and you, where all of a sudden you can see the determination and grit on my face, and you could tell, this guy has something. Like prime example. I was at BST. Shout out to Blood, Sweat, and Tears Wrestling, and it was my first singles match against Dustin Waller. Yet again, shout out to Dustin Waller. Absolutely. And my entrance, I just did my regular entrance. And I just had like the blazer and the vest and tie. And I overheard the fan. Normally I don't really pay attention too much, gotta be locked in, but I heard the fan says, that guy got the it factor. And I was like, a part of me was like, you don't get to hear that unless you get to be a part of that. And then when you hear paying people say that from arm's length, it's like, all right, if they can say this at this level, who knows what they're going to say on the next level. And that's why I feel like, wrestling needs the indies and vice versa. And in regards to like my personal feels on being in the indies, I'm just like I said before, man, whatever opportunity comes our way to the big leagues, I'm never going to forget where I came from. I'm like, that's just how I was raised. I don't forget my roots.
Absolutely.
And I try to get back, best way I can when them opportunities that allows me to get back is there for me. With Pro Wrestling R, I want to get this company to where it needs to be for whenever my time comes to actually, make a bigger splash on a global network, on a global stage. Then all of a sudden there's a centerpiece, or there is like my name is in that cement legacy of saying, hey, I was one of y'all. I made it throughout all the bullshit. I got us here. I got y'all here. I got myself here. We can do this shit.
Yeah. And I could take a page from you with that too, man. With trying to move forward with different ventures, and absolutely. One thing and this is another thing too. Even and it's displayed here. It was displayed here the first time, and even I'm not. And you definitely mentioned something very important about like roots, and we talked a little bit about like family and beginnings and things like that. Your character, when I see you on the mic, and again, real quick, everybody, I just want to shout out everybody that's currently in the chat, everybody that's in the room. Shout out to Culture Cast Network. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Julio. As stated previously, Marks with Mikes, my brothers, what's going on? You dig what I'm saying? In this statement right here, whether it was made by Chiefs, JT, Dallas, boys, but Marks with Mikes was going on. The Indies is where you find your tribe. They feed the wrestling culture, and that's you know what I mean. There's a lot of people there. You dig what I'm saying? One thing that I like doing in general is kind of comparing certain personalities and ways people talk and things like that to like characters that I've seen before on stage and film, on television, etc. It didn't land on me until I had saw the play. But I remember first seeing your work and first seeing a lot of your mic work. I'm like, he reminds me of something, or like a certain person that like I came across before, or something, right? And so recently, I'm kind of a big fan when it comes to the plays of August Wilson. If you've ever heard that name, black gentleman from Pittsburgh, he wrote about 10 plays. They all take place in a decade during the 1900s. So the very first one he wrote. Have you ever heard of Fences, the Denzel movie?
What was it?
You ever hear of Fences, the Denzel movie? It's a movie that's yeah. So that's the play that he designated for the 1950s. Yeah. And even when you're watching, or even when you're experiencing certain characters from the work of August Wilson, even though it's taking place in Pittsburgh, it's very East Coast. A lot of these folks remind you of folks from New York. They remind you of folks from Central Jersey. It's like a thing. You know what I mean? It's like some migration stuff. But when I had saw this play called King Hedley II, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the August Wilson play that takes place in the 1980s. The titular character of Hedley, when I was watching the play, something about it was reminding me of the American Gangster Isaiah Wolf. Now, if you're not familiar with the character, folks, if you can, please go read some synopsis about King Hedley II, the play, and all of those things. But where I'm in all of this is that, where did you sculpt this idea of the American gangster? Where did you get kind of like this unfettered confidence? You dig what I'm saying? Like where did all of this come from? Is it family based? Is it something that might be from a particular character that you might have developed from something off screen, from something? But like, I'm just very familiar about it because I think you have a very unique just placement and diction on how like you carry yourself in your space and within your wrestling. So does that question make sense a little bit?
Yeah. It was always in me. I feel like it was always in me, even from a teenager to a kid and stuff like that. I had to humble myself first. I always learned like, just learn your basics and learn your shit before you show your ass. Yeah. Before you show your ass, and it's like, it's one of those things that like I learned just by paying attention to people better than me in all forms of entertainment. Yeah. I remember watching this one particular movie called Talk to Me, starring Don Cheadle and I forgot the other. Yeah. And he plays this radio personality, PD Green, and then his producer is like, yo, I don't give a damn what you say on the microphone or what you say on this air, but you better know more than your audience because they will expose you for, not knowing your shit. Talk about it. And I heard it when I was like 16, so I was like, damn. And it's like one of those things that like pretty much kind of like always stuck with me. Yeah. And then like I try to like be one up on people and stuff like that. Yeah. Sometimes. More the lives of my opponents. More the lives of my opponents than people and shit like that. But
yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, but I a lot of the inspiration between the personality of the American Gangster it's just from people that I saw that intrigued me, or just things that I saw that resonated with me personally. Like the American Gangster came from a fan. Like I came in just dressed like I came because I came from an event, and I came in dressed, my gear bag with me and stuff like that. And one cat was like, "Oh, look at him looking like Denzel from American Gangster," and I was like,
From New York. Yeah.
And I was like, yo, and it is one of my favorite movies because I'm a huge Denzel fan. But I was just like, there's always depths with the characters that he always with the character that he always plays. And then I was like, yo, man, there's got to be more to what Isaiah Wolf than just being an alpha or sticking to that one demographic when you hear a wolf. So I was like, yeah, American Gangster, I'm like, that's definitely me. I'm family oriented. I'll bust your ass if you mess with my money. I do have a violent streak. I was like, but I keep it together. And then it's just like as I got older, just like looking at people that I'm major fans of, yet again Denzel, but then listening to Chappelle, and then it was just like, all right, cool. Who is Isaiah Wolf? And it's like, this is who I am. This is really who I am, just turned up to a whole different level. And then one of the things that he said in one of his I think pandemic specials is the reason why I feel like my audience or my crowd or people really fuck with me is because I don't lie to them.
Yeah.
You expect the truth out of me, and that's what I'm going to give you. And if it offends you, then that's not my problem because I'm not in control of your feelings.
Yes.
My job is to educate you while also giving you a source of entertainment for those 20 to 30 minutes that I'm in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna leave here knowing that you had an understanding, but also accepting the fact that I'm really good at what I do.
Yeah. Good as hell, man. Absolutely. Because when there are those moments when you hop on the mic, when I do get the opportunity to see those videos, and not for nothing, man, I'm trying to bring a gang of folks out to on the 14th. You know, I really want to support.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm really trying to be intentional about that. I finally want to see your work in person, my brother. So that's just that. But what I am saying is, I'm just like, yo, this is somebody who is not new to this shit, but like a lot of times when I see your work, it's almost like, how you see a cat debut on TV, like whether if it was like the cats from the cats from ECW and WCW invading, WWF in 2000, 2001, or like every time I see you, a lot of the times it's like it's something new going on. It's still the same Isaiah Wolf. You're going through your career, you're going through your day to day, but it's like it's that hunger for more. You dig what I'm saying? Like that Lloyd Banks. Like what I'm sensing. Like,
nah, man. For me, complacency is the major component to failure.
Mm-hmm.
It's real shit. Like I've constantly heard that. I heard that like all throughout. Little league or Pee Wee, just sports. So I'm like, complacency is like the key to success. Well, not the key to success, it's the key to failure. Like the moment I get complacent off of what I've done, then all of a sudden I already set myself up for failure for what I can do, and that's not something I fuck with. Like I understand that I'm going to fail with certain things, but if I can learn from that, then I will always be successful at the end of the day. And it was just like I can't just be happy with what I've done. Like there's so much more to do. Like there's always a box to check.
Mm-hmm.
Always a box to check.
Yeah, not for nothing, man. But even what you're saying now, that was a very one of my favorite quotes of last year. And I don't know if you saw the film yet, but the the last film that Spike and Denzel did together, Highest to Lowest, that was on that. Yeah. And when they was, did you see that? Did you see the movie?
I saw parts of it, but I didn't get to watch it because my kids were around me.
Okay.
But like real shit, like Denzel has the Denzel mindset and just like has always kind of like stuck with me in regards to like my career and my craft. And then it was just like just that hustler's mentality has always been embedded to me as to why I go so hard as a wrestler, as a leader, as just a businessman, because like at the end of the day, like no matter how many people I have helping me to get to where I need to get to or to get the things that I want to acquire, it all falls on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can fail right now, but no one's going to look at the team.
Yeah.
They're going to look at me. How did I fuck that up? And it's just like, I carry that badge and I carry that chip with like proudly, because at the end of the day, it's just like, I can succeed for all of us, but I can fail,
Mm-hmm.
and it can just squarely fall on me.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And the fact that that's a mantle that you actually like, it sounds like you look forward to carrying that mantle. A lot of people can't handle that.
I'm like, yeah, man, it sucks.
It
It sucks, but it's just the fact that I'm like, yeah, man, like, somebody got to do it. I'm just like,
do it, yeah.
somebody got to do it. It's like, yo, man, it's a shitty position to be in sometimes, but I'm like, I wouldn't put myself in that position if I didn't think that, I had that ability to get through it. I'm just like, I always keep hearing that. My moms and my grandmother and my dad, they always tell me that. I'm like, yo, God don't put nothing in front of you that you can't handle.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just like, keep it coming.
Mhm.
It's like, shoot, I'm like, there might be times where I want to break, but I can't break. I'm just like, yo, me breaking stops something for the next person that's looking up to me, or that's gonna take away the next opportunity from the person on my team.
Mhm.
Like, I have to move a certain way because that's,
Yeah.
it's just not me that is carrying a company. I'm carrying the opportunity for the next up and coming black talent to do something in the indies.
Mm-hmm.
See, everybody around me, everybody around me could fuck up.
Yeah.
And like that, they could fuck up. They ain't go like shit. That's on them.
Yeah.
I fuck up. That
Uh,
fucks up a monopoly of things.
yeah.
So it's just like, it keeps you on your toes and just keeps you pretty much, kind of grounded. And it's like, all right, don't get too much ahead of yourself, because
Gotcha.
this shit too can pass.
Yeah.
That feeling of that feeling of all this and that and the third. I'm like, oh damn, I got it. No,
Yeah.
that can pass. That's a gift
Mhm.
that can be taken away, and then it's just like, all right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not humble. I'm humble before God, but I ain't humble before nobody else.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have humility, and I have an appreciation for what opportunities are in front of me and what opportunities I've earned.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because you said something really important also about there's times you want to break. And is it that dependence from those eyes looking at you? Like, is that the thing that keeps you mended? Or is that a part of what keeps you solidified? Is that dependence from others?
Nah. It's just the fact that I realize people rely on me, like my family relies on me.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say that Prolific relies on me, because I'm like, yo, I told them this from jump. I was like, I can have you at my table, but it's up to you to eat.
Mhm.
And that goes to anybody that's around me. I'm like, yo, just because you're at my table don't mean I'm gonna give you a plate of food. You you find a way to provide for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I am just showing you how it can be done.
Mhm.
It's up to you on how you make that happen for yourself. The same thing that happened to me. Like, ain't no one showed me how to do the things that I've done.
Yeah.
I learned from a lot of trial and error.
Mhm.
And like 99 times I failed, but that 100 time, thankfully,
Yeah.
I succeeded and stuff like that. But it's just more the lines of, I don't go into anything with the understanding that I will not succeed.
Mhm.
I have to be ignorant to failure
Mhm.
and arrogant to know that some way or somehow I'm gonna succeed.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Is that like is that like something? And I know this is a couple of follow-ups. And this is kind of just for some personal reference at this juncture of the conversation. But is that like a mind trick? Do you like trick yourself into being ignorant to that failure, or is it?
No,
Like,
I think that's just life. Just be.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, like nah. Nah.
Brownsville, I'm with you, bro. Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's just more the lines of like, yo, I've seen those that have given up.
Okay.
I know what it looks like. I know what it looks like for a person to give up when they're back against the wall and it feels like, yo, this ain't working out for me. This sucks. Ain't no one seeing my work. And I've seen people quit. And I've never really considered myself a quitter in life, or just a quitter altogether. Like, I've also had to realize, I'm like, yo, to have you need the bad days to have a good life. Like, and it sucks. I'm like, when you feel like, yo, man, the world is against me. Everything I'm doing, I'm like, shit. Can a brother catch a break here? And I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
I have to look at him like, like the times I'm like, I wish I had a handout to help me through this bullshit. I just gotta look at it like, all right,
Yeah.
okay, we've been through it. We know what this feels like. We know that this probably gonna happen. You know, hopefully it doesn't happen again, but we need to learn how to prepare for it or prepare to not do that mistake again. Because there's gonna be there's always a challenge. There's always some dumb shit. There's always gonna be some type of I would say negativity, or not even just negativity. There's always gonna be something that, dare I say, fuck up what you're doing. It is up to you to bounce back or let that shit defeat you. And I'm not in a position of losing. like, and I had to like tell myself that like I have to have a strong self belief in myself to do anything where I'm hoping that like hoping just gonna be it. Like I can hope, but I got to do the work. Like gotta have the faith in that, and then I think that's what helped carry me along the way. I ain't gonna hold you up. I've had bad weeks. I've had some bad moments. Where I'm just like, God, is anyone watching me?
Yeah.
Like, are they really paying attention? Like, shit, am I doing all this hard work? Like,
because I look at the picture of you like with all your titles, you know what I mean? And I think that looking at folks across the country, we can go overseas, like all of these folks that's entrusted with the motion of a company, right? With the admiration of that company's crowd and audience, like, and to be trusted in that way, you know, for certain periods of time might feel a certain type of way, but then to take that into the next calendar year and things like that, as you've been doing, a lot of people across the country can't necessarily say that they're doing that, or that they, you know what I mean? Certain people are probably in the middle of certain stints or whatever the case is, but I just say all of that to say that it's like the theme of this weekend's editions of Locker Room Lead have to do with, because again, we're talking to human beings here. Yes, we love wrestling. Yes, we love hip hop. We love the cities we come from, all of these things. But as Isaiah has stated here, everybody, certain purposes that we like need and have in order to like keep this thing going. And even in the conversation I was having last night up here was a lot. The themes are kind of relating to each other. Folks trying to be as headstrong as they could be, for these next moments. Because like you said, business is picking up and there's a lot going on. And I just look forward to everything you're doing in each and every company. But I think it's something really special going on right now at the R. And like I said, man, March 14th is a show that I'm definitely intentional about. It's definitely, and even when you told me like, yo, like you sent me the poster, I'm like, yeah, bet, and let's talk about it. You know what I mean?
Not like, I had to look at certain things a little bit differently in regards to pro wrestling art, and I had to like have certain conversations where I'm just like, yo, man, this can be something. This will be something. It needs to be something because there's nothing out there right now. Like indie wrestling, as well as indie wrestling is doing, a lot of promotions right now are in a bubble. It's like every promotion right now is kind of like in their own little bubble where all of a sudden this promotion only works with this promotion, that promotion only works with that promotion. And it's like, yo, you're not really helping out indie wrestling where all of a sudden you're not really spreading, I wouldn't even say not even the wealth or the love. It's just like, I'm like, you can only be the best at what you're doing until that kind of like gets old. And that's when people start to get in that depression state. Cause it's like, man, you're the top guy in Chicago. Okay. Bring that shit to New York. You're killing it in Florida. That's cool. But that's all you're doing. And it just like that complacency, or not even that complacency. If not complacency, it's the fact that I'm like, there's a lot of closed fists where there could be so many opportunities for open hands. I'm just like, so my thing about it is, Pro Wrestling R is gonna be a proving ground for everybody worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just gonna be something local. I don't want it to be something local because my black ass ain't local. Like, I want people to feel like, the best come here, and the best come here because I'm carrying that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, it has to start some way. It has to start somewhere. March 14th is pretty much the seed to plant that, and it's up to, not just myself, but the talent that's on the card, the people, the sponsors that's helping us out, the fans that come to the show, the ones that came for the first ever show to now. I'm like, it's easy to be a part of something when something is established, but it's a different feel to be a part of something when you was a part of the growth.
Yeah.
And right now, I want everyone to have a piece of that on March 14th.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know how it feels to hold this for as long as I've held it, because this is the third title.
Yes.
And I've held all three versions of this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot different, and there's a reason why I kind of hold this a little bit more sentimental to me, not because I'm just a champ and I like being the champ. It's because of the fact that this company was the first company to actually ever give me a shot at the main title. I had a lot of people like, swing the opportunity of being a heavyweight champ or being the main champ in my face, but all of a sudden this was a company that let me actually be that person. And I promised, I was like, I'm going to make something of this. And I had the chance to do that when I brought this over to Amsterdam. And much love to Pro Wrestling Holland, because they're the ones that, I chopped it up with when I was knowing I was going to make my way over to Germany, because they liked me. They liked one of my posts. And I was like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Let me hit them up. Shout out to Martin, because he knows I'm going to be back there real soon to defend this bad motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just the fact that, the right people took a belief in me and gave me an opportunity. Correction, the right people had to believe in me, which allowed me to earn an opportunity to prove that I can do it. And I feel like earning that opportunity allowed me to pay them back in tenfolds and let them do something. Because right now, Pro Wrestling Holland is killing it right now. They're doing their thing. Like, it took them 3 years, but all of a sudden I've spoken to them on plenty of occasions. They are doing their thing over there. Yeah. Pro Wrestling R can do the same thing at any other place that, decides to put gold on me or just to put me on their roster. They're going to know that when they book Isaiah Wolf, it comes not just, I'm just a great wrestler. I have a great backing and stability and equity behind me to prove that.
Mm-hmm.
So the least I can do is make sure that when I leave this earth of indie wrestling, that I left it in a better place, and I got this place to a place where all of a sudden other people can flourish, and all of a sudden, can make their own legacy.
Absolutely. Yeah, leaving it in a better place than you found it. Yeah. And that, I think, pretty much answers, because even as we sit here having this conversation, there's definitely other questions that you're answering, while you're talking.
Yeah,
even back to that question about like the importance of the indies, man. Like, yeah, like I just, we and I mean, it's a lot of it's good people and it's some good people in wrestling. It's some good.
I'm like, no, there is good people in wrestling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and the crazy part about it is, and this might be me just being selfish, but it's also me being uber competitive. I want to wrestle them all. Like,
yeah,
I was like, it's also like I call it that '90s era of basketball, bro. Like, I ain't trying to be on a super team.
Mm-hmm.
This is the team that drafted me. This is the team that saw something in me that felt like I could be that cornerstone, that centerpiece of their franchise. So I'm like, I want to face the best of what you got. I want to face the best of what you got. I want to beat you. I want to beat you. I want to show like, hey man, this is what I did.
Yeah.
This is what I've done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, like that's just me. I'm just like, you gonna. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna be here for 20 fucking years, but it's like, the time that I was here, you knew who was that guy, and it was just like, I just gotta keep doing that and keep striving to do that.
Absolutely.
And I feel like with that, that gives off a certain energy. I'm not talking about big dick energy, but I feel like that gives off a certain aura where all of a sudden everyone else like gets hyped about that, and all of a sudden people resonate when they feel that type of thing. Like, yo, like when I get hyped about something like this, I want the person I'm telling this to feel that same goddamn way. I'm just like, I don't want you to be like, oh no, like nah, I can't fuck with that. Like
Right.
you don't feel that vision, you don't feel the excitement. I'm like then that's not what I need to have around me. Like I need someone that's gonna like, all right, bet.
I was gonna
Like,
match
you
this
don't-
urgency.
yeah, match that. Like shit, cause that's gonna make me want to even go even harder than when I did when I first told you that shit. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
and then leading up to March 14th, I'm seeing a lot of people have that feeling. It's just like, damn. I'm like, when I thought people ain't really looking at what I'm doing, I got people feeling what's about to happen, and it's like that's a lot of pressure. But I handle that well because I want that, because that's showing me that we're going into the right direction.
Hmm. Absolutely, for sure, man. Man, look, like I said, March 14th, I think it's gonna be the new beginning for something.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do something like only because you my guy and whatnot. I fuck with you. I am going to give you an exclusive on what is the next match that will be promoted.
Okay.
All right, cool. March 14th at Pro Wrestling Art, the Blueprints. All of a sudden, we're gonna like Prolific's very own Tyree Taylor will be going against CZW World Heavyweight Champ Aaron Ash
Okay.
in a one-on-one contest. So yes, all of a sudden, like, I was gonna wait. We was gonna like, me and the guys, and like we was gonna wait, but like, yo, fuck it. Like, yo, you've always been a real one to me and stuff like that. And you was also giving me a platform to tell about this show. And but so like at least I could do is drop the knowledge on what's happening, on what's the next match that's happening up. So that's gonna be that's a heavy hitter banger right there. So
Yeah. And that's very strategic too. You felt like the card is fire.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, that's what we doing. The CZW Championship will be in the building, y'all, at the R. Hey,
Yeah.
man, your business is picking up, man. You ain't lying. Listen, bro, like you said, you do not lie. You do not lie here on PGW, Locker Room Media, man. Listen, man, like I said, I'm going to definitely try to bring, I'm going to be there, but I'm going to try to bring like 5-6 people with me, man. Put them on to the R, because I think it's really important that right now in the time that we're in, like we need all hands on deck for our East Coast promotion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's a really doable call to action for a lot of us fans that might end up or wish, right? For instance, right, there's a Raw. The first Raw after Rumble, after Saudi Rumble, is going to be in Philly, right? And a lot of folks are debating if they want to spend that money. But it's like we could be all hands on deck for our indie companies here. Then you know what I mean, like the majors when they want to decide to come back around, or
like
shout out to AEW and the residency and everything that's going on with ROH, but but
like, I look at it like, man, like, yo, you promoting the indies is pretty much like, yo, it's like seeing like your guy make it. It's like, yo, bro, I was watching this kid since before he had the locks, and now look at him. He's like he there. He still got the locks. He's like, he's there. Like I remember when he first, I'm like, yo,
man.
Wolf hit 7 pounds of pressure. That's new to y'all. That ain't new to us. We've been seeing him do that for many years, and it's like, yo, he's one of us. He made it. He's still making it. And it's just like, yeah, man. I don't see myself, letting up anytime soon when it comes to that. I just feel like, yo, there's always work to be done. This is like the card is set. The graphics are done. The matches are made. The building fund is like the security deposit has already been taken care of.
What's up?
Like, yo, man, I was like, it's just more the lines of like, yo, just let us showcase what we all know that we can do. But for us to do that, it's just like, yo, we gotta trust us. Trust us. Show up. Show up. And it's like a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of 1 hour naps, and then going to work and promoting and then hitting up everyone and stuff like that to try and get this up and running and stuff like that. It's not gonna be taken for granted. It's like this is something that I feel like is important because it's what can happen next can lead up to bigger opportunities and, like more opportunities and cultivate a culture. Cause right now I feel like that's what we need is just a culture, something that's ours.
Yes.
So like I said before, the New York wrestling scene, if not tri-state wrestling scene, doesn't have that right now. And if I can make that at the forefront, I'm going to do that. While I'm still a part of this indie world and stuff like that, I'm going to at least do my best to try and get this up and running and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help, and it doesn't hurt, like let me not say hurt, but it does help and give me a lot more motivation because this is like one of the few black owned promotions in wrestling. So it's like I can make history and we can make history and keep momentum going. Stuff like that. So I always take that into consideration.
Yeah. Zay, I love your spirit, bro. I love your drive. You know what I mean? Super duper fucking charismatic. Like I said on that mic, you dig what I'm saying? You inspire me in a lot of ways, man. Yeah, and I remember even last time we was talking, I was talking a little bit about my nephew. You know what I mean? And we still be talking some shit a little bit about how you made Swerve tap. You know like my uncle talks to the guys that beat Swerve and all, talking to his little friends at school and stuff, man. But that's because of you. Now, man, like I said, like the people that come up to this program make it what it is. I thank you, Zay, for another amazing edition, man. We were talking a lot more before March, and you definitely gonna see me on the 14th, brother. I really appreciate you for coming through today.
Anytime, bro.
Absolutely, man. You are my guy, like you said, vice versa. Is there anything else you want to put over anybody? Anything you want to get into before we get out of here this evening?
Oh shit, January 31st, Isaiah Wolf, your NYWC Fusion champ, will be in action in an 8-man tag featuring one and only Ruthless Lala, Extricated, going up against NWA's own Slimeball Sage Chance, Kylie Alexis, and then Man Bun Jesus and Mike Machetta. But that's what's going on January 31st, in Deer Park, Long Island.
Yeah.
February, I will admit this, is going to be a light month for Wolf, because I want to make sure that everything is taken care of for March 14th. You'll still see me around and stuff like that, but you ain't gonna see me in my Wolf gear. You will see me just grinding, like hustling, trying to make sure that everyone knows that this is happening. I do want to take appreciation to all the promotions that are helping out with this, that are also giving me a little bit of time in February to get this show up and running and stuff like that. Promotions that are a part of this show. I want to give a shout out to BST yet again. Respect the Craft Wrestling. I want to give them a shout out. We Are Wrestling, Pro Wrestling R. I'm gonna say these are one of the few companies that we're doing a nice little collaboration with to get a nice little concept, but I also feel like it's an open door policy that lets us and them do some crazy shit. And anybody else, bro, like I'm like, I have no problem defending this anywhere. Like I've done it before, I can damn sure do it again. But it's just more the lines of like, there's an opportunity to do something that hasn't been done in quite some time. And the last time it was done, it became AEW. So it's like, I would like for people to be all in on the R and just like, just enjoy the ride, because this is definitely going to be something that, I feel like everyone's going to enjoy.
Absolutely. March 14th, everybody, live from the Mecca, the Blueprint. You know what I mean?
Watch the Blueprint, because I'm like, real shit. Like, we got a lot more themes to these shows, and like, if this goes well, we got a lot more themes that's gonna be popping and graphics that you're gonna be fucking with. So it's like, I also like to keep certain things, part of the culture. So the Blueprint, Jay-Z, yeah. So
yeah, man, let's take that back. Absolutely, bro. I see the vision. I know what's going on. I know where you're from.
Yeah, so I'm just like, we got some more shit lined up. I'm like, this girl, like, I don't want to say if, but when this show takes off and this show does really well, then all of a sudden the next show is gonna even it's gonna even be more fun and it's more established and stuff like that. And we don't want to just make this just a regular wrestling show.
Right.
The New England is so back. Yeah, New England, y'all doing y'all thing with Wrestle Open. Y'all doing y'all thing with Beyond. Y'all doing y'all thing with Chaotic.
Yeah.
But it's only 2-hour drive for New York to show you what we can really do. So please be advised on that, fam.
And now another shout out my boy Rito. This a Patriots fan, by the way. So he talking about things right now.
That's cool.
Yeah. Shout out my boy. I love you, brother. Love you, Primo.
I'm like, yeah, man, Patriots, I ain't knocking, the Patriots doing their thing, and all of a sudden, but just like everything else in New England, it only takes one New York team to shut it down.
Yeah, man.
All this like shit. So be advised. But I'm like, yeah, man, March 14th, the Blueprint, this is one of many, and I want it to continue. It's like we said this before, and I say this again. This is the new vision. It's the new vision, new direction, and I don't want to just make this a regular wrestling event. I want this to be. I don't want to make this a regular wrestling show. This is an event, and I want everyone to be a part of it. Because it just takes one event to change everything.
Oh man, yeah. It only take one time, man. It only take one time. But like I said, we definitely need all hands on deck for our East Coast promotion. You know what I mean? Pro Wrestling R is a great promotion, everybody. I mean, it's in very great hands right now, my brother. I said it was. I mean, and we gonna be there, man. I mean, you already know what's going on. Okay?
Be there.
This evening, man. Anything else before we get out of here?
I'm just like, nah, man, I can't speak about pro wrestling or enough. Wolf, world champ, Rise champs on the line, women's title, Lala's open invitation. Well, just told you another thing.
Yeah, man. It ain't no more to talk about for the 14th, man.
Just cats out the bag on that one. But yeah, we got a lot of things cooking and stuff like that. Of course, we got Prince Ahmed versus Kylon King.
Oh man.
Defending the Respect the Craft Fight or Flight title, so that's gonna be a nice little banger match. That's a match I probably gonna keep me on my toes because I gotta follow that. But I was like, there's a lot of things happening. I want to like the Blueprint is gonna be an homage to not just the past in the future, but it's gonna show you what the present can really be if you just take that jump.
Absolutely. Well said as always. Love you, brother. I'm gonna hit you, man. Thanks so much for this evening. See you on the 14th, bro. The Blueprint, man. Love you always, bro. I'm gonna hit you.
All right, man. Let it.
Peace up. Love. Everybody, that was our brother, the American Gangster, Isaiah Wolf. You dig what I'm saying? Brownsville, East New York, stand up. Listen, man. I just want to say real quick, man, I saw a couple of matches last night that really restored my hope into indie wrestling, man. Gabby Forza versus Arlene Lopez. You know what I mean? Shout out to Power Pro Lucha, man. Fist versus Infinitely Thick Party, man. Come on. Really good shit last night, man. Shout out to Power Pro Lucha. Shout out my brother Big Collins. Got that W over Bear Bronson. You dig what I'm saying? So it's all good. Shout out Flying Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody at Power Pro Lucha. Shout out Andy Brown. Shout out Cheeseburger, man. Real good show last night. Everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed last night, whatever you got into Saturday night event, the Locker Room League, what have you. I this week was running point for my guys on a Sunday. And we gonna chill, man. I definitely appreciate everybody coming through this weekend. Holla at us next week. Much more announcements coming through for the Locker Room League. Second season is still going on. You already know what's going on, man. It is your guy, AJ Styles P, Low from the League, Trick Philly, all of those. All right, good night, everybody. Rock out.
Yo.
For life.
Pop, leave you bleeding in front of the doctor. Disappear off the doctor, throw the towel in. Rap shit, put my 20,000 hours in kid. Wolves, how we at the moon. Put it in my bones, about to win. Hollow semi-auto win the bench.
And finally,
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, feel like an astronaut in the boat. Like you rolling down in the deep. When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. She say that I'm cool. Yeah, that's true. I believe in G.O.D. Don't believe it. She keep calling me dumb. I'ma play it for fun. Gotta make all mental. Let me give you the choice. That's falling out in a drought. No fell rain was a pouring down. See that rain was all around. See my mode was kinda lounge. Didn't know which way to turn. Slow was cool, but I still feel burned. Energy up, you can feel my surge. I'm every day like this purge. Let's just get this straight for a second. Even if I don't get paid for the pressure, I'ma get it.
Head held high through the storm. How long will they mourn? Dark clouds taking form. Surviving in the dark ages. The state of war is persistent. The prize feels close, but it's distant. Beneath the darkness, a scattered rays of light. While getting to the pie, they all want to slice. Put you under siege for all your cheese. My trigger finger itching like fleas. My speed creates wind breeze. In the land of some evil man deeds, we bring enemies to their knees. You touch my ice, you'll freeze. Never stop doing what you doing if it's the right thing. I ain't riding hype trains, just prize game. I light my way with flame, I ride away to pain. Write my way to freedom, I did it on my own, I don't need them. The demons, I defeat them. Don't war with me, this old MC's heartless. I'll turn your bright future into darkness. I got the light like fluorescence. The sauce is the essence. Give you bullets like presents, I resent your presence. Your death was destined like Malekith. My black blade slayed the horned beast. I'm feasting with razor teeth. You wanna learn how? Take a seat. It's hard to sit and face defeat. Be cautious and wear your hard hat, steel-toe boots too. Cause when I grab the microphone, it's danger. Told you long time ago how hard I'ma go. I slammed the mic like I caught domino. I got rappers having nightmares, waking up in cold sweats. Foot on the game, hold neck. You'll get mopped and pink. I reside at the top spot with ink. I gotta eat. The blast force was catastrophic. I stuck the topic through the basket where I drop it. Let's get it poppin'. Went from regional to a national giant. Shout out my clients. I supply the rap fiends with endless food. I set the mood, make my interests grandiose. From coast to coast, no need to brag or boast. They overdose. We like the wizards of the coast. It's like magic when I spew these notes. My real folks, I keep them close.
Like jacks on the flat. I'm back, action-packed, stats higher than giraffe asses, capping your raps. I'm like Mamba with behind the back, passes the shack for the slam cover of the mag, blast from the past. 1996 Barclays, grimy, I'm a shit talker, bitch hoarder, Rick supporter, told the hoe to sniff harder. Find me out in Prince George's, grinding out the strip, partner only with the rich office, shining out legit. Don't test me, your bitch ass get pressed like a skip ad. Finesse me a quick bag, jet skis a big splash, tech leave you whiplash, collect fees for slick raps. You better let's see, I bet the rest think your shit trash.
Make sure the bag proper, make sure the gold ain't copper. You won't get one more chance from the chopper, you know Big Papa. Make sure the bag proper, make sure the gold ain't copper. You won't get one more chance from the chopper, you know Big Papa. Presence I felt so many times, so many rhymes, so many rhymes. Presence they felt so many times, so many rhymes, so many rhymes. Presence I felt so many times, so many rhymes, so many rhymes. Presence they felt so many times, so many rhymes, so many rhymes. Used to feel trapped, looking for a way out. Find my way out, and gotta pay out. My mission's to inspire others. I'm making great things happen behind the scenes. In due times, dreams can happen. I'm aligned to kings. I'm on a mission to crush all the competition. No one can take what I'm dishing. When I demonstrate, keep your distance. Keep your distance. I rise above at times of no hope and uncertainty. That's what champions are made of. Hang the belts over my shoulder, touch mine and it's over. Master mic controller, in the lab with the blower. Won't stop till I'm multi. Hanging over the prize like a vulture. Fire's a topic of culture. I keep the flame to roast ya. I'm rejoicing in the hour of victory. I'm eternally tied to human history. Push the lamb like a cavalryman. Multiplying my salary and doing damage across the nation. I'm a study in innovation, an expert in the act of immolation, a darkest stimulation. When I attack, it's like vicious hounds I can't call back. All that was left was the rapper's ball cap.
Well, sir, I don't think anybody here would deny that when you send your chickens out in the morning from your barnyard, those chickens will return that evening to your barnyard, not your neighbor's barnyard. I think this is a prime example of the devil's chickens coming back home to roost. That the chickens that he sent out, the violence that he's perpetrated in other countries, here and abroad, be it 4 children in Birmingham or Medgar Evers or Lumumba over in Africa, I think this same violence has come back to claim one of their own. Now, being an old farm boy myself, chickens coming home to roost never made me sad. In fact, it's only made me glad.
I'd like to follow up on that question.